Last week, gold did a huge pullback. This week, the sentiment is kind of remaining the same, that gold is going to keep collapsing. I have a different kind of mindset as to what I think gold is going to be doing, and that is what I plan on sharing with you today. So with that said, let's get straight into it. Okay, welcome back guys to today's video. Today being Monday the 27th of October. We're looking at gold. Gold has done a massive pullback, and that pullback is looking like it's going to continue on that trend. And with that happening, people are beginning to say that gold is about to go bearish. Now, I'm of the mindset that it's going to take a lot more dropping off before it even gets anywhere near that level, and I'm going to be sharing that with you. Now, the tools that we're going to be using today to cover this situation is we're going to be using the volume profile, we're going to be using trend lines. So with that said, let's make it happen. So as you can see here, I have already marked out zones in this area, which is LVND, LVND. What these two stand for is low volume node daily, right? So if I go and I turn on the PVP stats, you'll see that it lines up perfectly with this low volume node area. Obviously, we do have a high one in the middle, right? Because people decided to jump in. But however, just counting the whole thing as a low volume node, right? And what we're kind of waiting for is we want to see what direction price is going to break in, right? So that's the main purpose of this, is what direction is price going to break in? Because normally, I myself personally, I'm bullish on gold, right? I'm super bullish on gold. So ideally, what I'm kind of waiting for is I'm waiting for price to either bounce from this level, begin to push up, and then I would then re-enter the market again. And just so that you're aware, I've closed off all of my positions in gold, right? So I now have to rebuild them again with whatever takes place this week, next week, or the third. I have to rebuild all my positions again, right? But I've closed everything, all of them in profit. So very happy about that. So with that said, let's see how we're going to manage this situation. So we've got a trend line, right? And let me just see if there's any reason for me to adjust this trend line in any way, if there's any reason. And there isn't. Trend line is perfect as it is, right? Now, the level that I expect to be taken out to make all this make sense in regards to gold going bearish, right? And it won't be full-fledged bearishness. It will just be like a really serious drop in gold, which is good for us because we get to buy it on the cheap again, right? So let's not complain when gold falls, right? Let's all celebrate when gold falls. We have different versions of accounts that we use for gold, right? So for me, for example, I have the CFDs. So as it's dropping, I'm going to sell that, right? And then when it hits the bottom, we go into the other thing, then we lock in. Right? So I don't care if it's going up or if it's going down. If it's going down, it's getting cheaper because I already know what gold is. Gold is God's money. End of, right? It is God's money. So if it comes down, cool. You get it for cheaper price. If it goes up, great, you know? So the level that we need to look at to consider if gold is going bearish or not is this right here. In my opinion, by the way, because I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not telling you this is the absolute standard. This is just my opinion based on if I see this level get taken out, I'm going to start assuming that gold is beginning to drop, right? And the level in question, so we're just going to highlight it with some levels over here. Just going to highlight that with some levels. I should have just not done this, but it's good because at least it's kind of highlighted. So let me just make this a different color. Okay, so we now know if we get a close, right, below 3,945, okay, we should expect price to continue to fly downwards. If we get that close, we should expect price to continue to fly downwards. And then at that point, we can then decide what levels it's going to stabilize at. So the first levels that I can think of where we might get gold begin to stabilize would be this over here. Let me actually turn off this volume profile for now. I would say these levels right here. So I would mark out this level here, and I would mark out this level here as a potential area for gold to kind of begin to stable off at as it's falling. So it can do one or two things as it's falling, right? So gold is falling, right? It can fall and come to this level over here and then move off to the upside, or it can continue falling, fall through this level over here, get to this level right here, then fly off, or it could just keep falling. but I don't think we're going to get to the low 3000s, right? I don't think we're going to get anywhere near these levels right here. So the levels that we're looking at right now is, so say we get to 3,718. I don't think it's going to come that low, but it could. It absolutely could, right? And where things it just starts going crazy is if it makes its way all the way down here. This is when it's going to get really annoying, but at the same time, it's going to be on sale, right? It's going to be on sale. So we can't get too mad at the situation. So these are the levels that I'll mark out here, right? And these levels that I'm marking out are levels of where gold could bounce from. So like I said, it could make its way from where it is right here, make its way from where it is right here, touch this level, bounce, right? So it coming to this level is already a bad sign. The bounce to the upside, and say it visits the low volume node area, these are the levels that I've marked out, okay, the LVN, and then retraces from that. What we would have in that instance is we have a lower high created, right? So a lower high created, or the downtrend hasn't been confirmed. So price comes into this area, bounces from this area, pushes back up to create a new lower high, right? But this level here hasn't not been taken out at all, okay? That doesn't mean we're going into a downtrend, but what it does mean is that we need to be really careful as to what's happening, right? At this point, we should have a really good idea as to the side of the coin that we're on, and if you really need to be on that side of that coin, right? So then, once it's broken through this zone here, so it's gone up, tapped into low volume node, flown down. Once it makes its way down to this level down here, this is when all of these levels that I've pointed out now become important levels that we need to keep an eye on. So as it stands right now, I am bullish on gold. I am forever bullish on gold, but it doesn't mean to say I'm not going to put in sales, right? Especially if it makes sense to be putting in sales. So with that said, folks, with that said, right, the most important part of this analysis moving forward is when we finally get to the bottom of gold, and then we can then begin to ride it back up to the upside, so the good old days is back on again. But at the moment, you either fall into one of two camps. Either you're bullish in the market like myself, right, at which point you're only looking for buys, right? Or you're gonna ride the sales, but you're not gonna go in there with size because it's just something to do, right? You're just gonna ride it down. But as soon as you find the bottom and gold starts to push up again, that's when the good times start all over again, and that's when this whole thing becomes exciting. So yeah, so with that said, right, I have videos that I've done on back testing, and there's videos that I've done on the whole gold series, how we've been managing it, how we've been trading it, how we've been working with gold, right? So you should see it at the end. It's one of the thumbs, right? One or the other, right? Go check them out. And with that said, I'll see you all on the next one.